So there's this thing that's called personal power. And people with stomach issues, especially, we struggle with our personal power and reclaiming that power. Most of our lives we have been giving our power away to our dominant figures and authority figures or influential people, or and usually it's the parent or parents in our lives. And so if you are having these stomach issues, chances are you're having issues with personal power, because our solar plexus is the area of personal power, of willpower, of the self, knowing your gut instincts, trusting who you are, and all of that. So most of the time when there's so much chaos going in the stomach, we don't know exactly who we are, what's going on. We're confused. We struggle with boundaries, and we're like holding on to things. It's interesting because I went to the gym yesterday, and I talked to a lady that works there, and then her brother. She was telling me that he has stomach issues, and she was telling me that he holds on to a lot of stuff. And it's really about learning to let go, allowing the feelings, and then learning to let go. And the more that we do that, the more that we feel into the things that hurt in our stomach. So a lot of it is, it's shame, it's guilt, it's not feeling good enough, it's not feeling worthy enough, it's not knowing who we are. And it's hard to know who we really are inside when we don't uncover the suppressed emotion, because who we are inside is already there. It's just underneath all of that. And in my experience, I lacked a lot of personal power, and I lacked boundaries. I struggled with always feeling so small and acting like a victim. Blaming others for why things happen to me, feeling like this is unfair, feeling like it's unjust, feeling all of this, criticism and this negativity. It's all here in our guts. And we have a hard time making decisions. Usually people with stomach problems were pretty indecisive. And I struggled. I just struggled because I didn't know who I was. And so part of healing the stomach is getting to know who you are. And that really begins with validating and healing and allowing all your emotions to be felt. Because without feeling all of those emotions and letting them be there and letting them come up and come out through tears, through anger expression, through whatever it is that you need to let out over and over and over and over again, you get closer and closer to validating who you really are inside. See, when we start to validate all this emotional suppressed stuff, it starts lifting, and then we get to the truth of who we are, right? Which is in our hearts and in our guts. It's in here. People use that expression, just follow your instinct, follow your gut. It's hard to follow your gut when your gut's like inflamed and hurting, right? So, and it's really about being patient in the process. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to be patient with allowing and emotional allowing and allowing your pain to be felt. Because through that process, you will slowly reclaim who you are in your gut and in your heart. And you will return to making decisions from gut knowing. And you will slowly, and the more you do it, you will reclaim your power. And I've had the deepest gut issues, and it was all related to not knowing who I really am, not validating who I am, not being confident in who I really am, and not reclaiming all of my power, like my personal power, not the power that we're controlling out here, but the power inside that it can't be, that is like generated from within, the confidence that's generated from within. See, that's authentic. The stomach and the heart is so authentic to us. All these things that we go crazy with in here, that's not who we are. This is just, it's like a fancy human computer, you know? And depending on what we've put in here, some of it's malware, some of it's viruses, and it's not the truth. And those malware, it's like, it's screwing everything up. It's like psychosomatic, right? It's like this malware and these viruses are like communicating with our guts, and it's like it's these memories, this malware, it's not right. It's not like, we're not running properly. That's why our stomach's all messed up. Think of your whole body in some ways as it's like recorded. It's like RAM in a computer. Some of it sucks, and you need to clean it out by allowing. See, in the human body, to clean it out, we have to allow them to be felt, because that's how emotions work. So, just to kind of summarize all of that, be patient with this process, because it is not just about healing your gut issues. It's really about reclaiming who you are and reclaiming your personal power.